Here we go. Hi.
Welcome back.
How are y'all? Excuse my bosom.
This
It's there,
is
y'all.
my blankie.
Ain't nothing I can do about it. It's just there. Yeah, anyway. Welcome to Collard Greens and Sushi, everybody.
We are
I'm
back.
Tina, and she is.
Kelsey, we're back here.
Yay! Greetings. She's in Japan. I'm in San Diego right now, y'all. I'm not home.
Yay.
Um, very bright. Well, the sun is going down, but so it was a beautiful day here in San Diego. Kelsey, what's going on?
What's going on? Still living off the high of the BTS concert.
Dynamite. I don't know no
Mm,
BTS,
mm,
y'all. I just know
mm, mm, mm.
Dynamite. That's all I know.
Oh,
Yes,
it was
Kelsey,
amazing. It
tell us everything about BTS. And you guys, I want y'all to keep in mind, especially those of you who are like our age, go back to the first concert you ever went to. Go
Yes.
back to the first concert you ever went to while you listen to Kelsey regale us about her BTS experience with her daughter. Because it's gonna take y'all back. Like, you're gonna be so nostalgic, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I remember my first concert.
It really
Although it
is. It
wasn't your
really is like
first,
the
but
first. Yeah. And so this wasn't actually her first, but I would say
right,
this is the first group that she has loved from like the moment she knew them until like now. Like, you
yeah,
know how you fall in love with a group,
yes,
you'll be into them, and then you kind of like, I'm over that. Like, she has since 2014, 15, maybe 2015.
right,
No, I'm gonna say maybe like 2015, 2016. She has been obsessed with them nonstop. Even as she's grown up, I thought she would be over them, and she's like,
mm,
no. And even when they went away to the military, I was like, oh, she'll forget. No.
she was
So when we
still
found out they
supporting.
were coming back, yeah, she's still supporting them. When they went away, because I remember the day that her favorite person is Jimin. So the day that Jimin went away to the military, and I might be getting this wrong, forgive me. I think Jimin and Jungkook went to the military together. They posted pictures of them going because they had a farewell ceremony. And she sent me a line message where she was crying, like, oh, like
Aww.
tears down her face. Also, Shohei Otani, the baseball player, got married, or we found out he was married the same day. So she was just like, everybody's leaving me. And I'm like, they're just living their lives.
Right,
But
right. Oh, for those of you who don't know, in South Korea, you're
oh yeah,
required. Everyone's required to
mandatory.
mandatory military enlistment, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Just to
like
train.
29 months or something. It's pretty long. It's a
Right.
pretty long enlistment that they have. So yeah, she was upset about that. And there's 7 people in the group. So one thing I will say is that I don't know if it was them personally or their team or whoever, their company, but the way they timed it, it was like we got a person back or a person went away, but there were still people there.
Got
So it was kind of nicely timed.
it.
But yeah, she has followed them. And then COVID, I have videos of her, even her youngest sister, they're dancing, they're trying to learn these dances from the TV. So it's been a full circle for her to be able to go to the concert. Now, when I tell you, the way tickets are done here in Japan, it is a lottery based system. So it's very different from the States. What you were saying with Ticketmaster, right, Muffy?
Yes, yes. Everybody knows Ticketmaster, Live Nation is the spawn of Satan. Everybody knows that,
You said the
trying
spawn of Satan.
to trying to get tickets, especially if it's somebody who you love, like a Beyonce, Tyler the Creator,
Mm,
Taylor Swift. I can't even tell you how many times Brian has been so upset trying to get
trying to
tickets
get. And is he in the
because
fan club?
yeah, yeah, I want to say I think he gets like special access stuff like that. It doesn't
Okay,
matter
it doesn't matter.
because you're put in this, you know, thing where you're in a queue and then you have to wait
Hmm.
hours for the queue, and then once you get into the thing. Of course, the cheaper tickets, they sell so fast because bots and whoever are buying them, and then they go and resell them. Or like you have it in your cart, you go to pay and they be like, "Oh, your ticket just sold out." Like it's super unfair. And then also dealing with dynamic pricing, that's
Right.
also a
I've heard
thing.
of that too.
It's a mess. It's a mess. I honestly, I wish we had a lottery system like Japan. I believe Taiwan does that. Like quite a few other
Yeah.
countries have a lottery system, and I feel it's more fair. It's more fair to consumers, than
So the
anything.
thing though is it is fair in that sense, but then when you don't win, you don't know why. You're like, because you try to figure out, okay, well, like I'm fan club, I applied at this time, and they tell you like it doesn't matter if the
What you
time
are,
that you
yeah.
apply or it doesn't. It's just it's purely
Lottery.
chance.
Chance.
Yeah, and so I remember I applied for one of the BTS members, which is Suga. I applied. He did his own tour. He came to Japan, a very local, like not super big arena that's in Yokohama, like right down the road. And
Right.
I applied for his show. I think he had, did he have two shows? Maybe he may have had two shows, but I applied and I was fan club and I got denied. And I applied for every seat. Like just I'll be in the up in the sky,
Around.
wherever. And so I think that's the only thing that kind of sucks is, it is literally a lottery. So you're just like, why? But
Right.
I will say this time, I don't know if it's because it's what she wished for her birthday and
Uh,
baby Jesus heard, little Buddha heard and was like, I'm gonna make it happen. Cause that's the only thing that she said she wanted was BTS tickets.
mhm.
And I said, if we get any tickets, if we're up there, in the clouds, watching
It's
them
fine.
from the highest seats, we won second row VIP tickets.
Yep.
And when I saw the price of them, and they only give you a certain amount of time to pay. And when I say we, let me backtrack and say she won because I
Okay.
didn't win anything.
Okay.
I went as her guest. So
Okay.
VIP, I basically for all the tickets you could only buy two. So that's
Okay.
another thing that I think is
Yeah.
also it's good and bad because you can't buy a whole bunch of them, but at the
Right.
same time you can't have no more than one friend.
Right. That would, yeah, that would make it difficult because if I think about like me, Messiah, and Yui,
No,
somebody's not going. It would just be,
choose the
it
one you
would
like
more
the
than
most.
likely just me sending Messiah and Yui.
Right,
But
right. Or they
I
just
like the
go.
fact
Yeah.
that you don't, like, to my point, you don't have someone buying up 10 tickets. Like,
So I
they can,
get that. And I
they
do,
can do
yeah.
that here, and it sucks. Like, I would rather,
Yeah.
again, I would rather have the lottery system because to me, I feel it's fair. Because at the
Yeah, so I do get that. I do.
yeah,
And then you can't really you also don't have to be on the computer all night. So I will say
yeah.
we did enter the pre-lottery
Mm.
for fan club. And that you did wait in the queue and it had this little man and he was walking real slow. You wait in the queue for a little bit to just put your information in.
Okay.
But they give that time frame to you to do it for like a week. So
Okay.
it's not like you're waiting. So you're entering your information into the lottery.
Yeah.
And you get like a week at time. So you could join the lottery at any time. And I think I joined it the last day,
Right.
3 hours or 4 hours before it closed because I was just like, we probably not gonna win. I really resorted to thinking that we were not gonna win anything.
Right.
And just then I was like, well, maybe we could go on Ticket Jam, which is a website here, where you can buy tickets that people are reselling, and
Right.
it's pretty safe because they'll guarantee that if you don't get the ticket, you get your money back.
Mm.
So I was like, well, maybe we could do that. Let me tell you, we went on Ticket Jam to just look. These people were selling tickets for like $1,500
Hmm.
for
I,
one.
I believe it. That's how it.
It was
That's how it normally
wow.
is here. Like, yeah.
Yes, and so these were not even VIP because VIP you have to put the person's name that you're going with. And if you didn't know that person, then you could only sell like one ticket. So let's say she won VIP, but she doesn't know who her companion is yet. So you got to go with her. You sit next to her. So that's the way it is. So the system is good in that sense. When we saw our tickets though, because I couldn't really figure out Tokyo Dome's layout because it's usually for a baseball. And this tour, they had a 360 stage. The stage rotated, so I was kind of confused. Like, oh, okay, it says E Block. We're gonna be in a crappy area. When I tell you, we were so close to the stage, I could see the sweat
Wow.
coming down. When I say, and I have always doubted, I was telling my coworker, my friend, I said, I have to, apologize to you because I always felt that these men didn't look as good as they look on TV. Like, I didn't feel like their skin was as clear, or,
Right.
I
Right.
didn't think they could really dance. Like, I was like, this has been edited. I am telling you, I saw them up close. When I tell you, Jen, beautiful, like, what is your skincare regimen, my
Perfect.
man's?
Uh,
Perfect skin. And I realize it's just because I don't have money. If you have money, you can probably be as beautiful as these people. You
that's true.
know, you
That's
know what
true.
I'm saying? Like,
Money,
beautiful. Why does your skin look so beautiful? And
money.
the sweat is just like on the side here, just coming down, but it's still
Right.
beautiful, beautiful skin. Super
Yeah. Y'all
close. So
invest in a Korean skincare routine.
yes,
Like
or just
they're not
yeah.
lying when they say it's the best. Invest in a Korean skincare routine. Please do.
Um, it was wild. It was a great experience. Shore has been to other concerts. She's went to, I think her first concert was actually XG, which was a great concert.
What's
She
XG?
went. So XG is a group of Japanese girls. I think there's 6 or 7 of them. And they sing in English exclusively. Their
Okay.
music is pretty dope. And they're produced, and I might be getting this wrong, but they're produced, I think, by Avex, which is a Japanese group, but kind of in cohorts. Their former manager slash producer, I think, was Japanese Korean
Hmm.
American or something.
I know who
So they,
Apex is.
yeah, so they
Yeah.
had like their whole group was kind of interesting.
Right.
But they're young girls and they're very positive. Their music brings back that 90s era
Yeah.
vibe, which is kind of fun. And then she went with her friend to see Twice at Tokyo Dome, but
And who was
the
twice?
two of them. Twice is a Korean girl group.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I don't know how many people are in that group. It's a lot of people, but
Oh,
they've been around for a long time. I feel like there's maybe 8 or 9, maybe 10 people. I
wow.
don't know. There's a lot. I don't know. Sorry, Twice. But the only song I really know by them is like, I want to know what love is. What is love? I want to know. No, yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna sing it. I only know one song, maybe. She went, her friend was in the Twice fan club and she won tickets. And so I was like, if she wins, you guys can go. And then the girl won. And so they went together.
Okay.
But I would say this is the first time she was VIP. This is the first time she was super close. The second row, it was only one row of people in front of us. On the floor. Uh, it was wild. And that many people were there. It was just insane. There's a process. You got to go get verified first that you are who you are. I had to bring a passport to prove who she was
Who
because
was, yeah.
junior high school students don't have a photo ID, at
Right.
least not
Right.
here.
Right.
Like high school, you get maybe your photo ID, but junior high, there was no picture. And they said if you don't have a photo ID, you would get denied. So
Wow.
I'm bringing a passport. And we go, they verify everything. They ask to see, at every step, they ask to see the passport again. And then you
Wow.
get this huge box. And I had Coral bring it to me. I think everything's in it. It's this huge, huge box here
Wow.
with all this stuff inside. We didn't look at it until we got home, but we got this cute pillow that was hand sewn and it showed you all the places that they go. We got this thermos with a little logo on it. We got the VIP
Yeah.
chain. You got your VIP band. I cut mine off. They gave us a bunch of photo card, like just a bunch. It was wild. Um, Also there was a drink. We had a ticket to get the drink. They had their BTS drink. It
Yeah.
wasn't alcoholic or anything like that. It was like, was it like strawberry soda with blueberries and ice cream in it? It was good. It was wild. But as soon as they came out on stage, her favorite person is Jimin. Um, and it's not going to mean anything to you if you don't know these people. So, blonde hair, very thin, angelic looking. When I say this man looks as beautiful as in real life. And fun fact is, when I was in Korea the first time, I think this was like the song Blood, Sweat, and Tears came out. I kept seeing this man. Well, I thought it was a beautiful woman with
Ah,
short hair.
yeah.
I said, I've never seen such a beautiful lady before in my life. She was on the, you know how you wait for the bus? She was on the bus stop signs and
Right.
everything, advertising like some skincare. I was like, who is this person and why are you so beautiful? Later, I saw a music video of the same person dancing and I realized it was a man.
It was a
And I
man.
said, oh my God, you're beautiful, sir. It was him. And in real life, when I say he is beautiful,
Mm,
beautiful,
mm.
beautiful. So when he came out, Shore was like this. Like she could not, he was right there, super close. And then she did not want to go home because she didn't want to go back to reality after it was
Right.
over.
Of course not.
So I'm really glad that I could witness that, but
Yeah.
I'm also really glad that I could make that happen.
Yeah.
But to be honest, it was really made, I mean, I did enter her information into the computer, but it happened because my dad, her grandfather, literally was like, no, I'm going to send you the money to pay for
Shout
this.
out
He was
to
like, so you
Mr.
can see,
Auntie.
yes, he was like, you need to go see them 7 dancing Korean boys. And he went to the bank and put the money in. Um,
Uh,
so yeah, he was like, because he also said he remembers what it was like to go to a concert for
yeah,
someone you really love.
you really
And
love.
also if you're
Yeah.
close, the whole
Yeah.
experience of it. And he was telling me about people he went and saw in concert and who waited for him in line and da 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 and
Yeah.
everything like, because back in the day you had to wait in line to get tickets. These
Hey,
people have it easy now.
I was gonna say, was no internet. So
You went
back
to
in
the box
my day,
office, yes,
back in
to try
my
to get
day, with the horse carriage in the late 1900s,
1900s.
um, we did not have freaking internet. You went to the box office.
Yep.
You went to the ticket office to buy your tickets, or certain record stores would have tickets for sale. You would go there.
Yep.
Yeah, there was no internet. Like
No.
you had to go stand in line. Like all the free concerts that I got to see quite a few
What
free
would you say
concerts.
was the best one that you, or like the core? Because I remember my first concert, but I'm not going to say it was the best concert that I went to. But I do remember some of the best ones I went to.
Oh my
What would
god.
you say?
Um that's difficult cuz there's a lot of artists that I've seen and I like them for different reasons. I think in my
Okay.
we had at Buff State was having a concert, or University of Buffalo was having a concert, but it was multiple people. It was Corn was there, Limp Biscuit was there.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, was I actually was able to oh my god, what is the thing when people hold you up? Um
Oh,
Crowd
like
surfing. Oh my
crowd
god,
surf?
crowd surfing. Y'all, that's a feeling.
That goes right back to when he
And,
when he said, when you're young, you feel like you can do anything. Because I
and,
would never, never, not in
and
the day.
yes, I did crowd surfing.
Now I would be
It
like,
was
oh
like
my
four
God.
different acts. That was memorable because again, I did crowd surfing. I was in a mosh pit.
I've been in a
Um,
mosh pit before, and that is a wild. But like I said, now wouldn't
wow.
do it. But back then, oh yes,
Oh my gosh, back you because you young and you dumb. You guys
right?
please enjoy your youth and enjoy it.
Definitely do it for the plot because when you
Enjoy.
get old, you don't want to be like, I wish I would have.
Yeah, no regrets. No regrets.
No regrets. Yep.
Also saw Alanis Morissette
Oh
with my
wow.
ex-boyfriend Jeremy in college. That was one of the best concerts I went to. One, because it was with somebody who I really loved, but she gave an amazing, amazing concert. I saw India Irie in Atlanta.
Oh wow.
I'm telling you, there's so many.
There's so many. I know. I know. I was thinking back to like some of them, And it's interesting too, also. I think because some of the really great concerts that I've seen in Japan, because at that time there weren't that many people of color or just foreigners in general. So you kind of stand out in the crowd.
Yes.
I do remember when I saw Shaka Khan, I feel like she saw me. I feel like she could see me. She was looking at me in the audience, you know? I feel like she was singing. She was like, "Sister!"
Wait a second, hold
Yeah. And I was like, "I'm right here."
on. Like, hey
Um,
girl, ain't nobody, you know.
yes, nobody, and I'm right here for you. You know, like I feel like, and I kind of think that was the same for the BTS concert because when we looked around, we didn't see anyone of color in our area. Shore said she saw one more person on the other side, but we didn't really see that many. But I do know people came from other countries to come to this concert. But like when I was at Fuji Rock Festival, the 2 times that I went, I was lucky enough to work for them. Iggy Pop, Oasis, them boys were
Mhm.
Oasis, they were crazy. They were just fighting nonstop, which we know that's Noah and Liam Gallagher. But Beastie Boys, met them. They were mad
Oh,
cool. And I was like this.
I was gonna
But I would
say,
say Corinne Bailey Ray, I felt like was really beautiful and just very petite and just sweet and kind. But yeah, like you said, they're core memories.
yeah.
My first concert I think was 9 Inch Nails and David Bowie, and I
Mhm.
don't really remember it being the best concert ever, but it was an amazing concert. But I
Mhm.
don't think it was the best because I was so far away,
Uh,
from the
uh,
stage.
yeah, yeah, I get it. But you saw David Bowie live. I wish
Yes.
I saw David, and I'm a huge David Bowie
David
fan.
Bowie fan,
I
yeah, yeah.
like, again, kids, not even just kids, anybody. Go see,
Anybody.
please, please,
Definitely.
please go see the artist because you don't know how long these people are gonna be here. I know my
Right.
he can't even remember, but I ended up getting tickets for my son to go see Stevie Wonder. Him and my mom went to go see Stevie Wonder
Oh.
in concert. He doesn't remember it at all. Like um
Mm.
but but it's like, he can still say he was like, well, I went to go see Stevie Wonder, he was like,
Yeah, it's like you have either the pictures or the wristband
right,
from it or the
you
ticket
know,
or whatever. Because Shore is the same way. She doesn't remember some of the concerts she saw either as a
yeah,
child. And I'm like, you were there at Shaka Khan.
yeah,
Your dad had you on his shoulders. You were there. She doesn't remember at all. She
right.
doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't remember Mumford. We went to go see Mumford and Sons.
I remember your Mumford and Sons. Y'all
Yes.
were pretty close, I
Yeah,
think, too, during that show.
we had good seats. It was good. He was singing like the people around us was like, "Oh my god, this kid knows every single song!" Like, and he was only like 2.5 or 3.
Yes, he was really young. I
He
remember.
was
I
little.
remember that.
But he was singing every single song, and people were like, "Oh my god, this kid knows song better than I do." I'm like, "Yeah, he really." That was the first 2 albums. I don't even think the second album had come out at that time. I think it was just really the first album. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, you're right. It's core memories, y'all. Core memories.
Yeah.
You can remember your first concert. You can remember your favorite concert. You can remember like
Yeah.
an artist that really meant so much to you. It's core memories. That's all we
Yeah.
got.
And I think it's also a really good way to realize like some people do amazing music, but they are not good performers. And then some people are amazing performers, and their music is just like, So
Right.
it's a really good way to kind of see it's the best if they do both.
Both. Yes.
If they're
Yeah.
both. But
Beyond,
I have been to some concerts
I feel
before and
like
I
the,
love the
the person
person's music.
that her concert, so I didn't get to do Cowboy Carter, but I did do Renaissance.
Hmm.
I mean, from start to finish. From
That's what
start
I heard. She gives it 110.
start to finish, it was just great. Like just just it was great. So
And I'm not the biggest Beyonce fan, but
right.
everybody I know that has seen her has said her concert is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Everyone. Like nobody's like it was mid. Nobody's
Yeah.
ever said it was
Your
mid
feet gonna be hurting because you're gonna be dancing all the time. You're gonna be on
the
your
whole time.
like, yes, it's good. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So, and another thing here was that you couldn't record. So, a lot of social media
Yes.
is saying, like, oh, Japan is so respectful. They didn't record. maybe to an extent, but it was not allowed. And they
Right.
said that so many times. They had signs everywhere that said, if you are caught recording or with your phone out, we will confiscate it or we will kick you out. And they had security there was like right next to us, there was a security guard that was standing, and then he sat down when the concert started so he wasn't in the way. But there was security the whole time. Even right in front of the stage, there was this man, and we were saying he looks miserable because the confetti popped out and it got in his face, and he was just watching, like still, like he was not
He was over.
moving. He was just looking. So I think in a sense they were respectful, but it was also because it was required.
Right.
And I was a little bit sad when I found out we couldn't record, but I'm going to tell you, I'm not recording no more because that was the best concert. Like, you were in the moment, you were watching everything. It was so enjoyable because nobody had a phone out trying to, get a view. You didn't have to look over someone or tilt to the side. It was so enjoyable in that sense.
Yeah.
And so I get it now. And I told you, even talking to Olivia, she said, like, artists really don't like that. They don't like it when people are just on their phone nonstop.
Yeah.
So, I totally understand now. I totally understand. I feel like you should not, you take your picture before, your afters or whatever.
Right.
And there's always gonna be, because we saw some people recording in the stage area, and it said that they were crew. So I guess they go back later and post those videos or those clips to social media. So there will be people to do that, but you just standing there the whole time trying to get no.
Yeah.
The experience is worth so much more.
It is so much more. And like, we had talked about, and I was saying how I know for a fact that like Jack White, he doesn't allow shows. He's like, no. He was like, you're supposed to be here to be immersed
in the moment.
Yeah. That's the whole point of the concert. And even kind of taking it back once again, back in our day, born in the late 1900s again, y'all.
Right.
On Earth. We didn't have, like, when I went to see Alanis Morissette, even then, like when I went to see Alanis Morissette, when I went to see, seeing Korn, there was no cell phone. There was no
we didn't even have it.
In it, like you really, really were in it. And it's so funny because Yui, she's really into like 90s grunge era right now. So she's big into Nirvana. She's big into Pearl Jam, Soundgarden.
Pearl Jam. Yeah, I remember that.
Into her stuff right now. And we've been kind of listening to Pearl Jam's album 10. And we've been looking at old concert footage. And she was just like, wow. She was like, nobody has a phone out.
No, you were either sitting there or you were jumping around, depending on who it was.
Or,
you were crowd surfing, you were wilding out. It was, and when they did the Unplugged, that was literally people sitting there. You remember MTV Unplugged? I remember like the Counting Crows, Bush. Yes.
That Nirvana Unplugged is one of my favorite
top tier ever. Top tier. If you have to pick your top album, it's definitely in there. That Nirvana Unplugged on TV.
Like that Nirvana Unplugged is just, I can't even begin to. And again, you know what? Y'all want to talk about us, and y'all want to be like, y'all millennials, as an elder millennial.
Yeah.
We came in at such a peak time because we came in, depending where you are, late 70s, early mid 80s. 80s was amazing. You had all of the 90s. 90s was amazing. You had the early 2000s. Like, we really had.
And then it just went. Because the 90s, top tier. Music, art, film, cinema, books.
Y'all
I'm talking about politics, government.
Copying us now, talking about, let's go back to 90s nostalgia. 90s nostalgia. You wish. I was
You wish.
And with people who were like from
We
the
let me tell
60s,
you,
70s,
me and
like,
Chor went through this because of the whole the TikToks that are coming back, and when people are like, teach me how to Dougie, or the Nene and all these other, the Millie Rock, all these dances that I'm like, we created that. Y'all are just rehashing this
yeah,
stuff, you know?
reheating those nachos. Just
Yes, he said read.
reheat those nachos. That cheese is what y'all want to keep. At. And I think that, but it's true because everything is cyclical. Everything comes
Yeah, it does. It does. It does.
back. But it's like, yeah, that we don't even have MTV no more. MTV
MTV
doesn't
Unplugged,
exist.
top tier,
MTV doesn't
top
exist
tier.
anymore. We had
Which
MTV.
is wild when you think about it.
MTV was literally a music channel. All it was music videos, music interviews, music news. Like,
Yep.
I remember when
What is it?
they
Kurt Loder. He would come on with the
when
news.
reported that Tupac was dead, Big
Oh
was dead.
yes, yo,
I remember all of that. All of it.
yes,
All of
yes.
it just
I think I remember just them reporting when people had passed, like between him, between Kurt Cobain. There were just so many different things that, you know, it would be Kurt Loder with your MTV News, you know, and it'd be the
breaking
update,
news. He would come in here with
breaking news, and it'd be
Kurt
coming.
Loder, MTV breaking.
Yes, Biggie, all of that stuff. I do remember that,
Yep.
and I used to love, and I know some people used to make fun of me because VH1, but I used to love pop up video on VH1. They pop up video, and they show you like the little facts about the video. I used to love that.
I
You
love
know,
pop-up video.
my dad would not watch MTV, but
Oh,
he would watch the pop up video.
oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Oh, if I could have a time machine, y'all. If I had a time machine, I would go back. I know people say don't do it. I'm changing everything. I'm investing in Apple products and
Girl,
I'm
yes.
watching nothing but MTV and VH.
Yes, yes, because it was a time.
Oh,
Even just, you know, thinking about, and we're kind of just going way back in the way
I,
back machine here. But even the shows that they had on there. I used to love the reality, the Real World, the reality show Real World,
that's
when they
what
would have, yeah,
that,
when they would have, you know, just world issues. They talked about AIDS, they talked about
yeah.
transgender, they talked about so many different things. Um, it was a different time. I feel bad for kids today. They just getting rehashed nachos that have
Uh,
been microwaved
again,
in.
the cheese is dried on there. But
Hmm.
y'all keep reading, then go right ahead. Thinking y'all
They
making
just
y'all ain't making nothing new. Again, like I said, I get it when people from the 70s, because I know my 90s fashion towards the end of my high school year, I did a lot of thrifting, and I wore like
yeah.
had bell bottom pants. I
Yes.
very into like late 60s hippie era. Like even to this day, I'm still very much obsessed with that era because it was very much free love.
Free
Everybody
love. Yes.
like psychedelic rock. You was just humping everybody. Like I loved it. Like come on, let's make some music and let's hump. Like and have great fashion. But the fashion
And
was
the music was amazing too.
the music was great. Oh
So
my god.
it is, like you said, it does come back around in cycles, because I remember my mom, she would say like, oh, I'm not throwing these platforms out because they'll be back around in
They
15
will.
years. And sure enough, they were.
They will. They literally will. So, everything
Hmm.
is cyclical, but we the best over here. So
Yeah, no. So it was amazing, but I know at the end of that day, let me tell you, at the end of all the BTS that we did, I was done.
yeah.
When I say I was tired, my knees were like, we are tired of functioning. My
Yeah.
feet were like, we are also tired, because the concert wasn't until 3, but we got there around 12. You have to walk here and walk there through the crowds to get, validated and get your stuff. And then we had also won some lotteries for some other stuff. We had to pick it up. And then, she had ordered her jersey. And so had to get the jersey picked up, from there. It was just a lot. I was tired, and then we were also hungry. we were like, we have to go back to Kanagawa Prefecture, back to Yokohama where we live, about an hour by train.
Uh,
We were done. And I know you were also done
yeah.
recently on your
Yes.
trip to Disney. So
Yeah.
tell me about
Well, while Kelsey and Shore were living it up, BTS,
that.
dynamite. Um, me and Huey were able to actually join Messiah and his bandmates at Disneyland.
Hmm.
And let me tell y'all, for the most part, y'all know I'm a Universal family. We have annual passes to Universal because
Yeah,
Universal is only 15, 20 minutes away from the house. So it's easy. Like boom.
right.
Take straight there and we go to Universal. But because we were able to join and go to Disney, I'm like, you know what? Disney is always a good time. And it is. And I'm constantly like, I'm not giving that mouse my money. I be ready to cuss him
You
out
always
all the
say
time.
that.
But I
You're not supporting that mouse
all the
anymore.
time. I'm not, because he don't need no more money. Y'all know he don't need no more money.
He's
But
pretty
as
rich.
soon as you walk, literally as soon as you walk on Disney ground, it's like the airport where like
When
people say mine.
you wish upon a star.
As soon as literally
Yes,
like
as soon as you enter.
literally not even in the park, you're literally like right at security and you start hearing the music and you see the
Yep.
people. It's just something where you're just literally
It's implanted. It's the happiest place on earth.
it's magical and you're just like,
You're
oh
like, am
my
I Tiana?
god, like y'all, me we 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 hit up a lot of rides we didn't
What was the
get.
best? What was the best? Your top
Okay, my
top
top
three?
rides. So I love um Big Thunder. Big Thunder is probably my favorite.
Okay.
Um I also loved this new ride at Galaxy's End called Rise of the Resistance. If you are a Star Wars fan, let me tell you, if you are a Star Wars fan, please make your way there
Okay.
because just going around the actual like land, the theme that they
Mm-hmm.
created, you really honestly feel like you are transported into the
There.
world of Star Wars. Like literally, like I'm just like, oh my god, I'm really on Endor. Like you literally feel like, oh my god, where's my lightsaber? Like, oh my god, come on, the resistance. What are we doing? Like you really feel like
You're like, I have to fight.
and
Okay.
I give them so much credit because I'm like, I don't know who created or
Mm,
with the design, but I was like, y'all deserve every penny because
every
you
penny of it. Because it's top. It's top.
that's
It's
how
really good. That's
it is.
interesting. I wonder
Yeah.
if they have that at Disney here, because I haven't at Disneyland here.
Because all the Disneys are different. All the Disneys,
Right. Even
um,
the pricing. That's
y'all.
what you said. The pricing is crazy.
Again, this is why I be saying I ain't giving this mouse my money because the, as much as I spent for one ticket,
Right.
and I could have got 3 tickets for Tokyo Disney. Make it make
That's
sense.
what you said.
You
Yeah, which is
pay
insane.
for Tokyo Paris, Disney Paris. Although apparently Disney Paris is the least liked of all the Disney.
I have heard that. I've heard that it's not that
Okay,
great.
I've heard good things about Shanghai.
Shanghai, yeah. And do
Uh,
they have one in Hong Kong too? I don't know where the mouse is. The mouse is everywhere.
I know all the Disney y'all because I'm not a Disney person. Brian, wherever you are, help me out with
You
the Disney
know.
stuff. Um, or Ellen, my old coworker, Ellen, she's a big Disney person. She's a Disney adult, so she would know.
Yeah.
But you know, and there's constantly a back and forth about Disneyland because Disneyland is the OG and
Right.
world in Florida. So you got California Disneyland, and then you have Disney World because Disney World in Florida and Orlando, you have more land. It's bigger.
Right.
multiple parks that you can go to. You got Epcot, you got Animal Kingdom, you got Disney World Hollywood, I believe. Like you have
Mm-hmm.
all these different places, and you need 4 days to get through all of the parks. Where
Yeah.
California, because it's smaller, you can get through for the most part, like the whole park in maybe a day. I would honestly say you need 2 days,
Okay.
depending how many people are there, or if you're doing the park hopper with California Adventure. Like definitely, yeah, 2 days, but it's nothing like Florida. You gonna
Gotcha.
ride, you're gonna be able to enjoy yourself. But yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
prices, y'all, the price literally
Because
for
here it's only, so I looked it up actually because I don't remember it being expensive. Here it's 4,700 to 5,600 for children,
Mhm.
4 to 11. And remember, that's when I told Coral, you're not gonna be 6 years old, you're gonna
Right,
be a child, or
right.
however old. And then if you are juniors, 12 to 17, it's 6,600 to 9,000. Adults is 79 to 79,000. 7,900 to 10,900. So literally you could spend anywhere from $30 to $100 to go to Disney, if that.
I wish.
And they don't have the different prices. I haven't seen that here. It's the same price.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but I haven't seen that it's more
yeah,
expensive on certain days. Last time we went was on a national holiday. Um, and it was crowded. It wasn't unbearable,
right,
but the price was not anything crazy like what you were saying.
right. Yeah, I can't turn the light on, y'all. It's getting dark.
Yeah,
Um,
I noticed it's getting dark there.
getting dark in here. Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
Turn the lights on in the hotel. Woo! Ooh, that's bright. Ooh, that's too bright, y'all. My bad. Um, so that was a lot. But so again, I can't speak to Disney World, but I can speak for Disneyland. Yes, for different days, the price is different. If you're and For the season too, off peak season. So right now would be off peak season. If you're going during
Okay.
um one ticket is like $104. And that's the thing. Also, um we don't have the multiple ones. It's like if you're from ages 3 to 9, you get maybe a $10 discount. So
Okay.
if adult ticket costs 104, your child ticket might be 84 or $94.
Oh wow. Okay.
Once you hit 10, you considered an adult. You're an
Yeah,
adult.
yeah. And that's wild because you guys also, do you have the like fast pass or priority premier access to
You
get,
have
you
got to
pay
pay.
where you can get. Okay.
You got to pay for that. That's extra. If you want to do the park hopper, and that's just
That's
one park.
extra, yeah.
So if you want to go to multiple parks, you have to pay extra for multiple parks. If you go on the weekend, you're paying a higher amount. If you go during a holiday, you're paying a higher amount. Like it's not. Y'all, I don't be wanting to get that mouse my money, but damn it, like once you're in there, you're in there. So, once
Yeah,
I'm
and you can't not go to Disney and not buy
nothing.
or spend nothing. Like you can't just go in and ride rides. I don't know anybody that's done that. If you have, let us know. But
Yeah.
I don't know anybody that can go into Disney and they're like, I'm not buying nothing. I'm not eating nothing. I'm just riding rides. I'm not getting no
Yeah.
ears. Don't even look at me for no souvenirs. I'm just
I think
getting on the ride.
it's a
You can't
very
do that.
rare. I think it's a very rare group of people because I do see people who they'll bring their own snacks, they'll bring their own food.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't personally look like the water bottle. Yes, I could see me filling up my water bottle, bringing that maybe
Right, right.
a couple of snacks, but I don't like carrying things. Like I don't want to carry.
Yeah.
I have my one little clear bag that I use for concerts and sporting events. It can only carry so much. I don't like carrying things. Like no,
Yeah, that's the worst, to be walking
what
around and carrying a bunch of bags.
I
Yeah.
now I will say, as far as food goes for Disneyland, I prefer more of the snack foods. I don't like the
Yeah.
actual the
Like
restaurant.
sit down meals.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like the sit down meal. The only sit down meal that I love, that I swear by, is Tiana's place. her
Oh, we
her
don't
thing.
have that here, and I'm so
Right.
sad. We don't have. That's a thing. Like Japan, why are you the way you are? You can go to like the 100 yen store
Yeah.
and find some Tiana goods. Like she'll be with the other Disney princesses on stuff. But if you go to Disney, I have not seen Tiana in Disney. Like she's not on the wall. She's not. It's very rare we can find her stuff here. We can't find her.
I mean,
We
you
can't find Mulan, but you know what? We can't find Mulan because she's
oh
Chinese.
oh yeah
And we can't find her. We can barely find Pocahontas.
yeah
So I really wish we had Tiana, and I feel like that would be such a hit too here
yeah. Like
because
we saw
everything about her is amazing.
Tiana is great, y'all. Like Tiana,
We just got Moana, you know.
she was over by someplace where the boat is, and me and you we saw her. We were like, oh, Tiana, like we were
Yeah.
there. There was a band playing. She was over there. Who else did we see? That's another thing. In Disneyland, the characters are just walking around. Like they are
Oh
just
wow.
walking around. Disney World, you have to like be at a certain place at a certain time, and the character like comes out on the balcony, or you have to reserve
Oh.
time
Okay.
to interact. But like Disneyland, they just be like, "Hey, what's up? There go Geppetto, justice for
Yeah,
Geppetto."
no, I think here, so what I've noticed is they like Mickey and Minnie, you got to make an appointment to see them, a reservation. But they'll have like Daisy or Goofy or somebody walking around, but it's really like you're fighting adults to get close to take a picture. Like you're fighting grown women and men, elderly people, like the children, there's no hope. You got to push your way forward because they will make, and they have someone with them to kind of keep the character safe.
Yeah,
But if they had the princesses, or if they had like Captain Hook or somebody walking, they would get mugged. They would get knocked down in Japan. So they are not really walking
uh,
around. They
I'm
have a team of couple people with them, kind of security around them, and they're waving or talking to you or saying their little bit. And if you want a picture, you really got to be assertive, or else you will not get
yeah.
close.
Where it's like there's always of course a park person there to, like you said, kind of delegate, keep things in order.
Yeah,
But it's like, yeah, I be snapping. Like I said, I'm like, oh shoot, there go Daisy. Oh shoot, there go Captain Hook. Oh shoot, there go Captain Jack Sparrow. Like
yeah.
um
Mm.
yeah. So Disney, yeah, Disney, you be getting my money when I go on the rare occasion that I go, but I enjoy it. Like Kelsey said, it really is the happiest place on earth. Like it literally casts a magic spell. You end up
Yeah.
money. Again, I love all the snacks. I get the Mickey cookies. I get, the Jack Jack cookies. I'm getting the corn dog. I'm
Oh
getting
yeah.
so I can bring it back home and I can
I
snack
get
on.
the churros because I
Like
love the churros. The
I
churros.
like me and Yui were like, we don't like the churros because we think they dry. We,
So I think here they have the flavored ones. So there was a
yeah,
cream brulee churro that they had the last time. Oh, I think I ate mine. I ate Shores. I ate Court because they didn't like it. I was like, give me the yes. Yes,
yeah.
I love me a nice crispy
I
churro.
like Japan has the best when it comes to food and when it comes to merchandise. Japan has the
Yeah.
best out of all of the Disney. They are known for it.
Yeah.
But,
Definitely the souvenirs, like the when you get the little cookies and the tin.
yep,
And I think that's a thing here too. Like I'm looking around. Oh, I have a tin. I have tins and they become like the sewing tins. You know how in your house like you had a cookie tin, it never had cookies in it. But
yep,
this is my sewing tin
yep.
from Disney with
Storage.
the Duffy. Oh, that's a thing here too. Duffy, which is Mickey Mouse's stuffed teddy bear, his teddy bear toy.
Uh-huh.
He's very popular here, but you can't find him in the States.
I was gonna
And
say,
I actually read about that he was not popular in the States, but they brought Duffy to
yep,
Japan and Duffy got a whole bunch of friends and he popular over here.
I have no idea who Duffy is. That's definitely adult Disney lore. Like people who are into this, they would know that.
Yeah, yeah. Someone who was into Disney told me about Duffy was like a failed character in the States. People were like, we don't need another teddy bear. We have Teddy Ruxpin or whoever. And
Right.
so they brought all the Duffy stuff
Yeah.
to Japan and made the story that I think Mickey went on a cruise and he left Duffy. And so
Damn.
that's why Duffy is near the steamboat, or I don't know. But I was like, what is this bear? He's
That's
very popular here.
kind of dark. The like abandonment issues. Poor Duffy got abandoned. Got
Well, I
left.
mean, Disney is like that though. I always use
This-
the story of Frozen to tell my kids, like, don't be meeting someone and you the first day you meet them talk about you in love and you're gonna run away and get married because they will literally take everything from you and try to kill you,
Kill
steal
you.
your whole kingdom, leave you out in the snow,
Yep.
and all you have to rely on is your sister who is emotionally unavailable and a
Yep.
snowman that talks.
Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much.
You
I
know,
mean, cautionary tale, y'all.
right,
Caution.
right.
But yeah, Disney was great. I walked all of the steps that I could walk, y'all. Like
How many steps did you get?
20. Oh, it was over 20,000.
Oh my
Um,
god.
it was over 20,000. My ankles were not working. And the crazy thing is like literally like dragging myself out the park. Girl, I saw like Pirates of the Caribbean was like 15 minutes. I was like, you want to go one last time?
Yep.
Knowing damn well if I got on that ride, I could probably not get back off again because that's how bad my feet were hurting. But it's always like, can we do it? Can we do it? The wait time is so short now. Let's go.
Yes, when the wait times are short,
You
it's
just go.
so I think in Japan I remember riding Jurassic I do love dinosaurs. I remember riding Jurassic Park 4 times because it was starting to rain. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, listen, I'm about to see the T-Rex again. The wait time was like 15 minutes and I was like, yes. And then you get to run through the line and you're up there. It's so worth it when the line is short and the wait time is not
Or you
long.
just keep going. You just like
You get
literally.
like a bolt of energy.
You really do. You really do. Like that's how the kids are at Universal. Like anytime, like the wait. I think the last time we went for my birthday when we went to Universal, and it was just this one time. Not this one time, but it was a time where um, the Harry Potter ride Forbidden Journey was only like 10 minutes. It really
That's
was.
unbelievable.
It was like 5 minutes because it literally takes you 5 minutes to get all the way through to get
Uh-huh.
to the ride. So like you got to go
Right.
all the way around the castle and you going through Hogwarts. And
Right, right.
when I tell you we rode that ride, I think 4 times in a row because
Yeah, yeah.
it's just go, just keep going.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I feel that. I feel that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
That's the
So
best.
Disney, you ain't getting no more of my money, but I appreciate you. I appreciate the memories that we've made. I appreciate the foods that we consumed. I appreciate the rides that we have
Yeah,
ridden.
yeah, definitely.
Um, Disney is definitely a once a year kind of thing because who has
Yeah.
that kind of money? And if you do
Right.
have money, please give me some.
I think definitely that brings us to like we have these great experiences and it brings us to like our okazu. So what are we looking forward to? What are we looking forward to?
Um, what am I looking for? I am looking forward to. I've been on a happy hour kick. I was telling
Oh
Kelsey,
yeah.
I'm a woman of a certain age. I'm a woman of a certain budget. So I have been every place that I've been going to recently, whether it's work or even at home. I've been checking out the happy hours. Like, give me the half price drinks. Give me the $5, $6, house wine. Give me,
Hmm.
the $7, $8 appetizer. I'm gonna get like three of those. I'm gonna have two drinks and I'm gonna spend like $35 and then I'm out. I'll go home. I'm full. I'm happy. I've had the ambiance. I've treated myself. So I
Yeah.
looking forward to discovering more happy hours, whether it's at home in LA or if it's on the road somewhere. I encourage all of y'all. Happy hour time is a
Yeah,
great.
definitely. That's a vibe. They don't have happy hour here because I mean maybe they do in some places, but I feel like the businessmen here, businessmen and women, they work until last train. So
Yeah,
the happy hour, or either they already are forced to go to the izakaya and drink until they are done.
yeah.
So, but happy hour is definitely it's a vibe for sure. I would say for me, I'm definitely looking forward to just the cooler weather before it becomes a brutally hot summer, humid hell here in Japan. And I'm definitely getting out and doing more stuff with the kids. We have Golden Week coming up, and it's like a string of holidays in Japan that align. Usually it's not always a week. Sometimes it's like a day here, a day or two of work, and then 3 more days off. But I'm looking forward to doing like more stuff with the kids, going out and seeing stuff, being a tourist. I'm not an
Yeah.
annoying one, not a rude one, but doing tourist like activities in our own city. Because there's a
Yes.
lot of stuff that I haven't done, and I saw that you guys did, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. I want to go
Yeah.
there. I want to see that before it becomes, humid hell summer.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I
Mhm.
love it. I'm big about being a tourist in your own city. You know,
Yeah.
like the more you do in your own city, the more pride you have for the place you live in. I was
Hmm.
like that when I lived in Buffalo. I did a lot in Buffalo. Like, and the kids were always doing something, and I
Yeah.
to this day I have pride to say, like, yes, I'm from Buffalo, 716 forever and always. Yeah.
So I think we have that to look forward to. And I guess this has been collard greens and sushi, y'all. Until next time,
Till
keep it
next
real.
time,
Yeah.
the sun will not go down again on me, y'all, but it probably will. You know, please.
Yeah, I
It,
think I think, stay safe and
yeah.
be a good person.
Always, you guys. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.